So before we begin, I have a brief list of things that are helpful for competitive programming. And remember, these are just recommendations, so they should be taken with a grain of salt. And if you don't have any of these, don't stress it. First, I would suggest having a strong grasp of a programming language's syntax. A common question that gets asked related to languages is, which language should I use? The universally recognized competitive programming language is C++. However, if you already have spent time in Python or Java or whatever, it shouldn't make too much of a difference in the beginning. Swapping from one programming language to another actually doesn't take that long. So in my opinion, keep using it until it starts to make a difference. This series will also only cover ideas, so it should be universal to most programming languages. Having a good understanding of high school math is also helpful. There will be many scenarios where your math ability may be tested, as competitive programming kind of revolves around math in certain aspects. I would also recommend a fast typing speed. Somewhere above 60 WPM should be a safe number. The only reason why is that competitive programming is all about time. In a contest, you will need to be able to quickly turn an idea into code. But if you're just starting out, you still shouldn't stress this, as you will most likely get a faster typing speed with time. Again, the things on the list are helpful but not required. This one might be a bit subjective, but enjoying problem solving is very helpful. And I know liking something isn't exactly easy to learn, but it is very helpful in any activity. So this is more of just a heads up that competitive programming involves a lot of logic puzzles and stuff like that. And finally, you should have some time and commitment if you seriously want to get into competitive programming. Everyone learns at a different pace, but of course, more time spent on something usually results in better results. Everything takes time, and competitive programming is no different. So to start, what is competitive programming? The entire idea is, given an input, create a program that will automatically output the desired response within the allotted time and memory. To get an idea of what an actual program looks like, here's a dummy problem that I made up. The problem is as follows. Given two numbers separated by a space, output the sum. Then, once we have made a program, it will be tested using test data. If the program gives the expected output, we pass. Otherwise, we fail. So, once your code is completed, you would submit it to the judge, either by uploading the file or actually copy and pasting the code into the judge. The judge will then start your program, input some test data, and check the output. If it is correct, then you pass that test case. There will usually be more than one test case, and for each test case, the judge will restart your program. Also, depending on the problem, you may be given partial points. So for this theoretical problem, you may get something like 2 out of 3 points for passing the first two test cases, or maybe 1 out of 2 points. As sometimes group of test cases are scored as 1 point, or even 0 points if the problem doesn't have partial points. Again, this is very problem specific. Each problem should state how it is scored. And that'll actually be it. Thanks for watching.